there, Ben. Hope you're having a great day today. There's your video lesson. Let's see, here are two things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those two things, and if you have questions at the end or may look at anything, feel free to send it over my way, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. So let's get to it. So I got your text message from earlier, how you're itching to play a full Dave song cover to cover, no stopping. We could talk about last time. A lot of times, kind of the harsh realization that we come to sometimes with these jam band kind of bands, is that a lot of times it's just straight up just a chord progression and like a lead hook, right? Say what would you say? Like it's a main riff and then chord changes, with which they'll solo over top of. I mean, because that's really kind of what the concert is. Where you start seeing like songs that are just riff based, is you'll see like grunge bands or like that, like Pearl Jam or Soundgarden. Heavy metal bands will be that way. Indie rock will be that. Arctic Monkeys will be that way, where there's like three riffs and you put those together and that's the whole song. When you get into like the jam band, like Dead, Goose, Fish, Territory, it's kind of more like, yeah, there are riffs to the songs, but there are sections where it's just straight up just chords, and it's kind of how you realize the chords is whether or not you play the song. It's kind of like jazz, where like jazz is like a melody and chord changes, and it's up to the player to see what they want to do with it. Right? So assessing your creative knowledge or your fretboard knowledge or your musical knowledge, rather than like, can I play that intricate riff? The cool thing though is that Dave does have some songs that are just pure riff tunes. And then Satellite being one of them. And it's not for the faint of heart, because these are straight like drills. And I imagine a lot of these were kind of born out of him like doing finger exercises. So what I'm going to talk about first is I'm going to talk about a technique that you should learn for doing some of his songs, and not only for his songs, but just like those intermediate to more advanced songs anyway. And it's called the intrapositional shift. So we've all thought about shifting in this sense, going up and down the fretboard, say going from like an E form G to a C form G, and you have to shift in an interpositional shift, right? We're moving between positions. This is an intrapositional shift. We're shifting in one position, right? And we're not leaving that position. And it looks like this. It's one of the first exercises I did as a graduate student studying guitar, was this. And what I had to realize was that even after my bachelor's degree in music, that I was still muscling through stuff. It was like, if I practice it enough, often enough, I will get it. Dude, some of these riffs, man, they're so hard that it takes the players sometimes a long time to figure out how to do it. Like a lot of the, say like the Polyphia, which is popular progressive rock right now, or progressive metal. The dude will write it in his computer, and then he'll spend the next several hours figuring out how to play it. And he says as much himself. He said in a video once, like, oh yeah, that riff, Goat, I wrote it, and then I figured out how to play it for a few weeks. Or say my teacher, when he goes on tour, I asked him about one of his songs, and he said, oh yeah, I wrote that song, and then I spent 6 months learning how to play it from cover to cover. Right? Sometimes like these guys will write stuff, and then in the studio they'll like track it a few bars at a time, and then they'll stitch it together, and then they'll put that out as an album. And then it seems like, oh yeah, like that was played through all like in one. They put a microphone in the middle of the room and then everyone played. That's not what happens at all. Like they'll literally like play the riff. They'll play the riff, and then they'll record it in the DAW, and then they'll record like 8 bars of it or something like that, maybe 4 bars at a time, and then they'll just take that snippet and then just move it for the rest of the song. They'll just cut and paste down the line, and then that way get the most ideal version of their song, right? So just keep that in mind when we're writing these songs, or you're listening to albums, is like, that might actually be him playing it for 30 seconds and then just loop the rest of the album. He's not sitting there for 4 minutes playing that riff, go, shoot, goes, I'm glad I made it, right? They're trying to get the best take of the riff, and then they just cycle it, right? And then just do studio magic with it. But then he's got to learn later on how to do that live. And then that's what they spend 6 months on, is like, how do I play this song live, right? So just keep that in mind when you're working on this. So the intrapositional shift, what that's to go back and forth, got segued into that for some reason, is that in this riff, you're doing it's a lot of moving around this way. and you're gonna hedge your bet. So when my pointer finger is higher up in space than my pinky, my arm has to be out to allow for that to happen. If I try to do this, that feels unnatural and it's gonna hurt and I'm not gonna be able to move most efficiently. When my pinky is higher than my pointer finger, my arm has to move into my body. I have to adduct my arm to my body to allow for that motion to happen. It's not about grit. It's not about if I play this riff so many effing times, I'll get it. It's looking at the biomechanics of the hand and where am I losing time and where am I tripping up every single time. And a lot of times that has to do with like how you're getting into the next thing, right? So when my pinky is higher, or my pointer finger is higher, I'm here, and then when my pinky is higher, I move here. That is extremely important for this riff. That's why I'm even talking about it. So you see what I'm doing is I'm practicing this, so I want to make this ingrained in my body so this motion feels natural. So my pinky goes this, my arm is doing this. I'm bringing my arm in and my arm out. Now moving into Satellite, you're going to see why I'm talking about all this, is that Satellite is a dexterity exercise through and through. You have to kind of break it down a little bit to its elements to make the most out of your practice time. In this song, he's using what are called quintal chords. Quintal chords, as you're probably guessing, means 5. We've been working on triadic harmony so far. Chords built in thirds. Triads. Chords built in thirds. GBD. We read our major scale, we skipped over every note. We're going every third note. We call those triads because we're building them in thirds. This riff is based off of chords built in fifths. Quintal chords. And the easiest way for me to show you you've already learned this in a way is power chords. If I play this G right here and I play this D right here, G, A, B, C, D. That's 5 notes away. That's built in fifths. These are kind of the power chords in here, but the first chord is a quintal chord. We have right here, we have this, he's playing an A flat here. We have an E flat here, and then we have a B flat right here. So we have 2 power chords stacked on top of each other. Power chord 1, power chord 2. And notice what I'm doing here with my hand. Biomechanics. I'm not going to try to play it like this. That's too big of a stretch, and I feel like I can't get that far with between my pinky and my ring finger. I can get a further stretch between my pointer finger and my middle finger, and my pinky, than I can by doing my ring finger, and I feel like this is a heroic stretch. I'm not trying to do that all the time. It's fine for a week once in a while, but if I want to make it every single time, this will give me the biggest stretch by using the pointer, the middle, and then the pinky. I bet that's how he's doing it. If not, he's practiced the other way an awful lot to make it feel natural. I feel like this is way more natural for me. So this chord is 2 power chords stacked on top of each other, built in fifths. It's a cool sound, man. Actually, I was writing a song the other day. Oops, and I dropped E. If it would work that way if it did. But it's a really neat sound. And you find this chord a lot of times in progressive music, progressive rock and progressive metal. Most notably, probably maybe the one you're probably most familiar with, we say like Dream Theater would be one, or King Crimson. I was talking to him the other day, and he said King Crimson was an inspiration for Dave, and cool, I can see it in there, definitely see it in there. But bands like Dream Theaters, we're gonna see a lot of these kinds of chord shapes, and I imagine that's probably the inspiration for a lot of Dave's music, is that progressive rock or progressive music. Progressive meaning that it's more complicated and thought out way ahead of time and calculated. Another progressive element in this song is the time signature. It says on the website it's 3/4, but it's not. It's more likely 6/8, but it's more than that. It is numerical groupings, and if you think of it this way, it's going to be easier to break down, and it's going to be easier to analyze, and it's going to frustrate you less. Right? We can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I choose it to do it the easy way, which is break it down into numerical groupings. The riff is this: 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, ba 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 ba. That's how they're pulsing. So they're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're pulsing this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. You want to ingrain that rhythm into yourself, because that way when you play this riff, you're going to be pulsing the way that they're pulsing. The drummer's probably doing, if I pull up the drum track, he's probably doing that. So he is this. I'll play the riff and then I'm going to break the riff down further. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, come on, Doug. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So you see it's broken up into small numbers, and if I add those numbers up, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. It's a riff. It's 2 bars of 6/8, but I think of it as a 12-note grouping all together, broken up into smaller numbers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. That's the numerical pattern of this song. And why I call it progressive, because it's taking what we normally be like something like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. But that's why Dave and Dave Matthews Band is awesome, and why people follow them is because it is intricate and it's extremely well thought out. Extremely well thought out. It's not by accident that this happened. Right? He worked this out. He had to have. It's math. Math. You can think of that. It's math. It's math acoustic music. Right? You have math rock, you have math metal, and this is math acoustic rock. Mathcore is another name for that stuff, which I write in sometimes. So identify this. So anyway, that's what's happening behind the scenes with this riff, is that it's built off of quintal chords, not triadic harmony. It's built, and then the rhythm is not following a traditional time signature, it's following a numerical groupings of small numbers added up to an overall groove. Other bands that do this really well are Tool. Tool is another band that does this extremely well. That they can create these really complicated grooves out of small numbers that add up to normal grooves that you usually feel. So rather than going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Dude, I would seriously drive the car around, bump, 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 bump. And the more you feel that, the more you'll groove when you play this song. And it'll sound like real music rather than like a finger exercise that you can kind of hack through a little bit. So, first thing is I do each one of the numerical grouping patterns so I know exactly what I'm going to do. First one's this one. Not that, but this. 4, 6, 8. I would just do that for a little bit. Next one is a power chord, 4, 6. But instead of fretting it this way with the ring finger, I'm going to fret with the middle finger. It's almost like he did this. Wait a minute, that sounds kind of like the chorus. More on that, maybe in a couple lessons. Power chord, power chord, power chord, power chord, power chord, power chord, quintal chords. No, it doesn't work. Where would it work at? That's where it would work there. Dave chords. Enough of that. So we have this. Then we have this. Then we have this. Oh, wait a second. To nail that, look what I did. My pinky is higher than my pointer finger, so my arm has to turn into my body. Arm out because my pointer is higher than my pinky. My arm turns in to catch the 8. Puts me right in line for everything I need. If I try to muscle that, that feels weird, and I'm not gonna make it, and it hurts my arm right here. Hurts my forearm right here to do that. I turn into the riff. I might spend a night doing that. Power chord 4-6, 8-5. See what we're done? Is we're not trying to muscle through the riff all the way through, right? Because I've seen plenty of people try to play this riff and they'll just go from the beginning and the end and they'll just loop it for months. And like they come in and they're like, dude, I don't know, like, right? I've been playing this riff for 6 years, I should be able to play it and I can't. Or I'm playing it for 6 months and I can't, right? It's how you break it down. And this one, you gotta really break it down to like each of the number counts. First number count, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, turn in, interpositional shift, 1, 2, power chord 6-8, but this time we use our second or fourth finger. That right there might be a breakdown. 6-8, 4-6. I might spend an evening doing that. The biggest reason why somebody might not get this song either, one of the biggest reasons someone might not get this is they get impatient. They want to start hearing the riff and they'll just go, oh, okay, you know, it sounds close enough. But the patient people, see what I did there? The whole time, my arm is doing this while I'm playing. If you don't do that, it's going to be extremely difficult to pull this one off for this amount of time. At that tempo, right? You'll get close. You know, I've seen people do this song before, and then they'll get like close. They'll get like, say the song is I think at 120 beats a minute. I would say 110 or 120. They'll get to like 85, 90, and then that last 10, 20 clicks they can't get because they're not moving the arm around. It's like they get close, but they can't seal the deal and get to the final tempo because they're missing that one last little thing, right? Or they view it as all as one big riff and they don't break it down into the small little pieces. Come on. Started like 10 minutes ago. There we go. Come on. Deep, that. One, two, three, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can hear him accenting those downbeat ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, beep, bum, beep, ba, beep, bum, beep, dee. What do you think those strings are doing? Bum, beep, dee, dee, da, dee, bum, beep, what is it? Bum, beep, beep, bum, beep, dum, deep, deep, deep. There we go. There we go, I got it now. Cool. Anyway, work on that for me, and then we'll talk more next time. Take care, man.